watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted best of Pahrump for 4 years. Give them a call, 775-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating. New, service, and repair. Call Gunny's, 775-727-6800.
Hello and welcome to this edition of News 25. I'm Unat Gentry. It is Tuesday, July 25th. Well, a 3-vehicle crash this morning sends 2 people to the hospital.
Jason Ernest of Mount West Lawyers. Don't be bullied by insurance companies. Call me, 775-727-9500.
Just before 8 o'clock this morning, Pahrump Fire Rescue was dispatched for a report of a 3-vehicle accident. The initial report was that there was at least 5 patients and also that 2 were mechanically entrapped. As crews arrived on location, they found the accident as described. However, there was no entrapment. We had a total of 2 patients that required transport from the scene. One was subsequently taken to Mercy Air Base 21 and flown to trauma. The second patient was transported to our local hospital. NHP is conducting the investigation. There were no additional injuries to firefighting staff.
In other local news, a brush fire breaks out in the wee hours of the morning today. News 25 speaks with Fire Chief Scott Lewis for those details.
So just around 2:30 this morning, Pahrump Fire Rescue was dispatched for an initial report of a structure fire. As crews arrived on location, we found instead of a structure, it was actually a large brush fire consisting of mixed fuels, approximately a little over an acre in size. We determined that there was no immediate structure exposures. However, there was a power pole in the middle of the event that was burning. Valley Electric has since been summoned, has arrived on location. There's also multiple resources assigned to this fire. Crews have made great progress. The fire has been placed under control. There are no injuries and the fire is under investigation.
We also conducted a follow-up interview with the fire chief regarding the matter.
So regarding the fire that occurred last night off San Lorenzo, that fire remains under investigation. That has been a traditional site for brush fires within the past couple of years. Some have been attributed to transients, others have been involved with kids playing in that area. So we're under an investigative phase and hopefully we'll be able to make that determination in a short fashion. We also have BLM resource coming out to assist us with the overhauls since a lot of the material is deep-seated, and we want to make sure the smoke condition doesn't pose a problem for the neighbors.
Police are still searching for a 78-year-old man who went missing late Friday near American Dental. News 25 speaks with Sheriff Joe McGill for an update on that missing persons case.
So on Friday afternoon at about 3 p.m., we received a call in reference to a missing person. The individual was identified as John Thomas. The original information was that he had left American Dental at the shopping center of 160 in Basin, and that his wife was supposed to pick him up from there. However, when she came to pick him up, he was gone. We began searching on Friday evening, approximately 6 p.m. for the individual. That search continued until about 3 a.m. on Saturday. We called in assistance from Las Vegas Metro Police, and they sent their helicopter unit. The helicopter searched around the area as well as our search and rescue on foot, in vehicles and on ATVs. And as of 3 a.m. on Saturday morning, we were unable to locate anybody. We returned to the area Saturday at 8 a.m. At that point, we had Red Rock Search and Rescue from Las Vegas come out. We also had Metro Police from Las Vegas sent a drone unit and 2 operators. We had about 27 individuals from Red Rock Search and Rescue as well as our search and rescue, about 15, and various deputies searching through the area. And again, on Saturday, we were unable to locate Mr. Thomas in the area. At about 3 p.m. on Saturday, the decision was made that we had completely searched our identified search area looking for the individual, and we were unable to locate him. Therefore, the search was stopped. I wish Mr. Thomas's wife the best and daughter. I do believe that Mr. Thomas likely succumbed to elements, and the investigation is still continuing at this point.
Now, Sheriff McGill gives us an update on a vehicle versus pedestrian accident.
Jason Ernest of Mount West Lawyers. Don't be bullied by insurance companies. Call me, 775-727-9500.
Last night, Monday evening at about 8:30 p.m., we received information of a vehicle versus pedestrian crash in the area of Basin and Lola. Deputies and medical responded and located the victim as well as the vehicle, and the victim was suffering a head injury. Medical personnel treated that individual, transported him to the Mercy Air flight, and the individual was taken to Las Vegas where he was being treated. As of last night, there was no information that the individual passed, so it is believed, at least at this point, that the individual is still alive and the extent of injuries is unknown. Oftentimes, in the case of a crash, especially if there is a head injury, you can't tell for sure how extensive the injury could be. Oftentimes, in an abundance of caution, they may transport to the trauma center where more extensive medical evaluation can take place.
Don't grab your remote. An update on a breaking news story blaze when News 25 returns.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. Now here is an update on a breaking news story we brought you Monday about a trailer fire. News 25 now speaks with Fire Chief Scott Lewis.
Just after 3 p.m. yesterday, prompt fire rescue is dispatched to the area of Wheeler Pass in a quarry that's often used by individuals for shooting. For a report of a trailer fire, as crews were responding, we observed a very large dark-colored smoke column developing in the area of the reported incident. As we arrived on location, we found a fully involved travel trailer that still had a pickup truck attached to the front. The truck was immediate exposure. Crews quickly controlled the fire with no extension to the truck. Our investigation revealed that it was most likely a mechanical failure of a generator that was being used at the time. And also there was one injury from a female who sustained a fall during the course of trying to suppress the fire. The fire is under investigation, but again, is thought to be accidental in nature. The patient was medically assessed, but declined to be medically transported. There was a mechanical failure that resulting in a backfire of the generator, which then ignited the material within the trailer, and it was off to the races. The majority of the trailer was destroyed. There was some components that remained toward the front. Our primary objective was protecting the exposure, which was the pickup truck, and has sustained no damage in the incident.
While the search continues for the 78-year-old male who went missing, a second person who went missing Sunday, fortunately, has now been found.
On Sunday evening, an individual was reported missing by the name of Irving Jensen. This male was reported by his daughter to be missing and last seen the day prior. He was in a vehicle. We put out what's called a BOLO, a be on the lookout, to neighboring agencies. And as of until just a few moments ago, Mr. Jensen had not been located. However, I received notification just a few minutes ago that Mr. Jensen has been located. He's alive and well and is located in Mesquite, so that case will be closed. We will be talking to him, of course, to determine that he's okay, but we do believe that everything is fine with him. Originally, we received information that he was possibly going to Kingman. We relayed that information to Arizona and didn't get any results from that. But again, he was found in Mesquite, Nevada, just a few minutes ago. The information was from his wife that he has some level of dementia. It's not been diagnosed, but that was information that she provided.
Two people are taken into custody during a traffic stop when police say they were in possession of drugs and driving under the influence. RJ Camacho reports.
On July 22nd, Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle due to it lacking license plate lights and having a non-functioning brake light. According to the declaration of arrest, the vehicle was allegedly swerving as well and made an improper stop at a stop sign. Upon conducting the traffic stop, both the driver and the passenger was identified as Kenneth Baltatat and Christine Decker, respectively. According to the arrest report, Kenneth allegedly displayed signs of bruxism, confused speech, and unusually rapid body movement, which officers stated consistent with stimulant usage. Christine also allegedly displayed signs of unusually rapid body movements as well. After receiving consent by Kenneth to search the vehicle, officers allegedly observed a pipe in plain view that had a white crystalline substance within. The pipe was said to be stuffed down in the seat Christine was sitting in. Officers identified the alleged pipe as a methamphetamine pipe. As officers continued searching the vehicle, they also allegedly found a small bag of methamphetamine, a spoon that had a heavy amount of methamphetamine, and a series of hypodermic needles. Officers then conducted multiple field sobriety tests on Kenneth, the driver, to which he failed both of them. Both Kenneth Baltatat and Christine Decker were then arrested and transported to the Nye County Detention Center. Kenneth Baltatat is facing the charges of selling or transferring a Schedule 1 or 2 controlled substance and driving under the influence, while Christine Decker is facing the charge of possessing a Schedule 1 or 2 controlled substance.
Foster parents are needed throughout the state of Nevada in several different counties, including right here in our own Nye County. That's why News 25 is speaking with Shelby Riley with Rural Nevada Foster Care about this very urgent matter.
Greetings, Nye County. My name is Shelby Riley, and I'm the foster care recruiter for the 15 rural counties of Nevada. That's every county in Nevada besides Washoe and Clark County. And I'm here today to spread the news about our need for foster parents in Nye County. We currently have 14 homes, but only 4 beds are open across those 14 homes. And in order to keep children in Nye County and not displace them to other communities far away from their schools, neighbors, and loved ones, we need more. And I'm asking you today to call to that need and become a foster parent in Nye County. We're asking you to keep kids safe in your community. The foster care shortage is happening here in Nye County, and it's not happening elsewhere. If you're interested in learning more on becoming a foster parent, you can visit our website at www.ruralnvfostercare.com, or you can call me at 888-423-2659 toll-free to learn more about what it takes to become a foster parent in rural Nevada. You could be singled, married, you can have co-adults living in your home, you can have a variety of home makeups to become a foster parent. And you don't need to be a perfect person or perfect parent in order to be a foster parent. So again, Nye County, please call to this need and become our next foster parent. You can start today by reaching me at 888-423-2659 or visit us online at ruralnvfostercare.com.
More news about honoring veterans right after this break.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyers, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back. Well, the annual Purple Heart Day ceremony is coming soon. That's why News 25 is talking to Dr. Tom Waters about the event honoring veterans.
Hi, I'm Tom Waters, and always want to talk about August 7th, Purple Heart Day. August 7th was selected as Purple Heart Day by General George Washington back in 1781 when he awarded the first purple citation, and it became Purple Heart Day. And so every August 7th, we celebrate Purple Heart Day to recognize those recipients of the Purple Heart Medal. It'll be at the Veterans Memorial at the Chief Tacoma Cemetery here in Pahrump, and we've invited quite a few people. But all the veteran organizations are going to be represented there, and we'll have a representative from the governor's office also coming in to present some proclamations, and we'll have proclamations from the county as well as from the town to present to the veteran organizations. This is something we like to do each and every year to recognize those Purple Heart recipients. I am a Purple Heart recipient. We have several in Pahrump. Most do not want to be recognized, but we recognize them anyway to say we thank them for their service. And my brother, I mention that every year, was killed in Vietnam, so I have his Purple Heart as well. So we want to make sure that all Purple Heart recipients, whether they were killed in action or whether something happened and they were just injured and came home with those injuries, we still want to recognize Purple Heart recipients. And this is our way of saying thanks to each and every one, Gold Star families as well, and every family member that participated with the Purple Heart members.
All right, if you're looking to adopt a cute little fluffy one, the adoption agency Protecting Animal Life NV has a cute cat named Bella available for adoption right now.
Today's Rescue a Pet segment is brought to you by Realty Executives in Action. Put the team at Realty Executives in action for you.
Meet Bella. Bella's owner went into hospice, so she needs a new home. Bella is a 10-year-old dilute calico, spayed and tested negative for FIV/FELV. She has been brought up to date on vaccinations. Bella is available through the Positively Seniors Program. The Positively Seniors Program is designed for low-income seniors who qualify for life, would be enhanced by the many positive effects of pet ownership. For more information, contact PALNV at palnv.org/seniors or 702-629-6351.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Let's take a live look outside through our Lerner and Rowe weather cam. And is that a balloon, a hot air balloon in the great blue skies? Well, it's definitely hot enough out there to keep that balloon floating. Our temperatures after the break.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios, all up and down the Ace Country Radio Network and worldwide on the local BTV app, the app that's so much fun. It's just so much fun. Just go get it. Go get it. Fernley, 98 degrees, 99 out in Fallon. Carson City saw 94, never looked back, 92, the epicenter of coolness in the state. And that's Tonopah. Congratulations. Out there in Goldfield, it's 95. 105 out in Beatty. It's 111 in Amargosa, our hot spot. Vegas, you're so close behind. Nipping at their heels at 109, and out in Death Valley, 122. But here in the paradise of Pahrump, well, let's take a look. Current temperature 106. It's 108 just a little bit earlier. I think that's just about enough. Super fuego, humidity at 11%. That's right, we're living in a desert. I forget sometimes. The sun rose this morning at 5:45. Setting this evening, look for it at 7:55, and beautiful star watching as the sun goes down to a low tonight of 83 degrees. That's our final temperature by morning time. Still a little sweaty this evening. And how's the rest of the week look? Well, we got sunshine for the next 3-4 days. Temperatures up to 107, 108 degrees. Winds starting to kick up 13 miles per hour until about Sunday. And then we get a turn in the weather. Some moisture coming into the air. We get some clouds up high. We might even have some rain on Monday. And temperatures dropping down to about 100 degrees. So we're losing about 8 degrees of excess sweaty weather. Isn't that pretty good? Something to look forward to. Okay, as we head on into the week, here's Unette Gentry.
Thanks so much, John. Well, we broke that streak of heat, but those temperatures are still up there. So remember, take care of yourself, your pets, and other people, and stay in the shade. All right, that does it for this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry, and from all of us here at KPVM and Ace Country Radio, we'll see you on the air next newscast. Good night.